are very, very, very remote unless there is a very aggressive and inhospitable atmosphere around them and somebody catches hold of them and brings them to you. By themselves they will not come because they are not suffering it, first of all. But there could be other kinds of people who come that they did spiritual practices irresponsibly by reading a book or taking wild instructions from somewhere and doing their own thing, and they lost their mind. They're just crazy. There are many ways to go mad. Every human being has 1,000 opportunities in a day to pull their mental structure down and become deranged. Yes, you can think yourself into madness in so many different ways because the line between sanity and insanity is so thin in everybody's mind, I'm telling you. It is extremely thin. If you push it, you may cross. So, people doing improper spiritual practices and losing their mind and coming, don't treat them as spiritually crazy, they are not spiritually crazy. They use spirituality to go crazy. But they're just mentally deranged, they must be treated as you medically feel it is fit to treat them, depending on what level of imbalance they have. So being in a state of abandon and people mistaking that you're crazy is different than doing improper spiritual practices. Improper intellectual activity can lead to madness. Similarly, improper spiritual practices can lead to madness. Improper physical activity can lead to madness. If you just breathe in certain ways, you could lose your mind. There are ways to do this. This is not a time to instruct you in those things. Why? Why we are taking so much care about how to breathe, taking hours and hours to teach you a simple way of breathing is because our breath, how we breathe could… and our physical body, how we move it, what we do, could decide the chemical nature of our existence. The chemical nature of our existence will in many ways, and as you know as doctors, definitely determines our mental status, whether we are sane or insane. If there is even a branding like that, in the society there may be, but I don't think medically there is a clear-cut branding that somebody is sane, somebody is insane. The question is only, some people are in a socially accepted level of madness, some people have crossed that. So what is crazy, what is not crazy is more a social description, not really a scientific description as such. So, this process of treating people according to their problems or according to their sufferings is left to you, but either doing wrong type of physical activity, mental activity or spiritual activity can cause derangement of mind. So, this is what yoga is about, to even learn to sit properly. You know how long it takes to make people understand how to sit properly. Oh, it's unbelievable. So-called well-educated, intellectually sharp people, it takes so long to make them understand how to sit. How to breathe is many, many more years. How to keep your mental structure, oh, that's another thing. This, as medical professionals working in this region, we would like to work with you if that is necessary, but you yourself can do this probably. How to bring certain aspects of yogic culture into our education systems in the world is most vital. That is, if you want less number of people coming into these institutions, so that these institutions are kept for those people who most need it, not all kinds of frivolous people entering and taking that space. This needs to happen. Only then those who really need it can get a good level of or a high level of treatment. time up. So, those of you who are going to virtually, I'm saying this again, virtually follow us through this trip, Trans-American trip. We are making this series because this has been on my mind for quite some time, that we must explore the spiritual traditions of various parts of the world, of various cultures and tribes and variety of people who live in this world have different forms of accessing the same thing. So we are calling this as of motorcycles and the mystic, because we won't stop with America. Be with us. And also tomorrow is the Onam festival. For all the Malayali people from Kerala, my Puduvarsha Asamsangal, I hope I said that right, because I learned this almost maybe 35 years ago. I have not used this word, Puduvarsha Asamsangal. I think I'm right. Anyway, you know, wow, my heart is with you and I wish you even if I said it wrong. Namaskar. I've reached a point in my life, I'm seeing how, as much as possible, that whatever can be articulated, whatever can be in some way demonstrated, we want to put it out, record it for posterity. We thought we will release this to only those people who are aspiring for such things. Because various aspects of life are explored without maybe social nuances. Various aspects of mysticism, spiritual process, and of the Guru himself. These materials or this content are things we have spoken in close groups, among our Isangas, among the brahmacharis, among various consecrations and things like that in close groups, but they're very potent stuff. Lots of masala, lot of spice.